Hello and welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for joining me. I am very excited about today's video. I just got back from my birthday weekend of shopping. I have a couple of products that I got at Ulta and Sephora that I want to show you today. I am wearing them now, so I'm going to show you what I picked up. I'll talk about what I like. Spoiler alert, I had a great weekend of shopping. A lot of success here. That sounds interesting to you. I hope you'll stick around. I hope that you'll consider subscribing as well and hit that notification bell so that you are notified anytime I upload a future video. And with that, let's go ahead and get into this. Okay, so first thing I'm going to start with is a new foundation that I picked up. This was not on my list, not even on my radar really to purchase this weekend, but I passed by it and it just looked interesting to me. I always like to try to pick up something that I haven't tried before, just a new brand to me, and actually I don't think I've ever purchased anything from this brand. It is the Fenty Beauty Ease Drop Blurring Skin Tint. It comes in a little, let's see, squeeze bottle. Reminds me a little bit of the Clinique that I love so much. It comes in, so it says it's light to medium coverage, blends and blurs to instant perfection, light as air. So I did try this this morning when I got up as we were leaving the hotel. So I didn't have it on for a full day, and I can tell you right off, I liked it immediately. So this is what the tube looks like. And I got the shade 3. I think this was supposed to be a neutral shade. It's a twist cap, and we're just going to put a couple of drops on the back of my hand here. It's not too thin for a skin tint. I thought it was kind of on the thicker side. So I'm going to go ahead and show you. I've already prepped my skin. I'm going to go ahead and put this on. I was really excited to try something different, and I thought I have never purchased anything that I recall from Fenty Beauty. Don't know why, but I thought I would just give this a try. And I would say right off the bat, it is a light coverage, but you can build this up. And I'm going to show you. And something you can see. You can still kind of see through sunspots, freckles, things like that still popping through, but that's okay. I'm just going to go in little by little and build this up. I'll do one side at a time so you can kind of see what it does. I like to apply skin tints with my fingers. I just find that it, I don't know, blends in a little bit better. And just reading on the website, it does say that this applies well with either your fingers or a brush. So this morning I tried it with a brush. I liked it better with my fingers. So that's what we're gonna do. Maybe a little too much over here. I really like this. It is light coverage. This is all natural light in front of me. Oh, let me blend out what's on my nose there. And it almost, what I noticed is after I put this on and it sat for an hour, 2 hours, I actually think it looked a little bit better as it started to melt into the skin. It really started to, I don't know, I could really see that blurring effect that it claims. But I really like it. It's easy. I love things that I can apply with my fingertips. It oxidizes, I will tell you that. If this is something you'd like to try, just keep that in mind. it went a good, at least a half a shade darker after I had it on for a minute or two. But I'm gonna make it work. It'll be okay. So there it is. That's about 2 layers on each side. I'd say you can build this up to a nice medium coverage. But I really like it. I'm gonna keep trying this out. I think it goes on pretty quickly. You know, I'll put concealer over areas that it doesn't cover completely, but I would say this builds up to a very nice medium coverage. It's nice and light on the skin. It feels hydrating. Even on the back of my hand, I mean, it's kind of disappeared. So I do really like this. Highly recommend. I'm glad I purchased it. I am going to be keeping this one. And actually, I didn't notice this, but it comes in slightly more than 1 ounce. It's 32 mils of product, so 1.08 fluid ounces. That's slightly more than 1 ounce, which is typical, and it was $35. So there is that. This is one that I was not expecting to pick up, but passed it and just, I thought, I'm going to try this. It just looked interesting. I've always wanted to try a Fenty product. Not sure why I never did, but this is a great first impression introduction to this brand for me. So there is that product. I also picked up, this is a product that I knew going into this shopping trip that I was going to be purchasing. I saw a YouTube video on this product, and I'm not sure how new this is, but it's new to me, and I have loved this brand for many, many years. This is something I had not heard of before. Maybe there's other products out there like this. If there are, I've not heard of them, but I thought it was really unique. This is the Bare Minerals Gen Nude Bronzer. So this is a blush and bronzer in one. And the sound of that appealed to me because I'm not great at putting on complexion products. I have a hard time with blushes that are overly pigmented, bronzers that are overly pigmented. This is sort of it's supposed to be a combination of the two of them. You look at it, it really just looks like blush. This is in the shade Kiss of Pink. And I think this was a good shade for me. There was a peachier one, there was a mauve one they were out of, but I think this was a good choice for me. So you can see it's got a slight amount of luminosity to it, just slightly. It's very natural looking on the skin. I am going to go in with a blush brush here. So I just tapped a little bit on there, and I'm gonna do this without bronzer. I did that this morning, and it really does. It kind of looks like blush and bronzer mixed together on your skin. This might not be for everybody. If you're really into your bronzer, I don't know, you might not like this, but it's so just natural looking. So natural looking. It almost like, it's not matte, it's just a natural finish. It's not matte, it's not dewy, it's not like a highlighter, but it almost gives you this lit from within sort of a look. If you've ever used Bare Minerals, the loose powder blushes, that's what it reminds me of. They just go on so natural. I love it. I do. I would probably buy another shade of this. I'm curious about the mauve shade. I'm really, really happy with this. Stunning. I absolutely love this. I highly recommend checking this out. If you're someone who isn't sure about blush, bronzer, how you use them together, I recommend trying one of these. They had a couple other shades, like I mentioned. They also had blushes mixed with highlighters, which I didn't feel like I wanted to try one of those. That reminds me of like a blush topper, and I already have one of those, and I'm just not crazy about that. But love this, love, love, love this. I will be using this for sure. I forgot to put on concealer because I got excited about the bronzer. So I'm gonna just go in with a little bit of my Natasha Denona High Glam Concealer under my eyes, just to kind of get rid of that little bit of darkness. Okay. All right, now that the concealer is on, I should have done that first. Okay. Okay, I'm going to show you another, I'm going to skip my favorite, or the one thing that I went in knowing I was going to walk out with this weekend. I'm going to skip that for now. I actually went to Sephora knowing I was going to look for this. This is their Sephora Precious Gemstones palette. There's actually multiple shades of this. I think it's a collection of shades. This is the one that struck me the most because I like my browns, neutrals, and I have not tried this on my eyes yet. The pigment from Sephora's shadows, if you've never tried them, is excellent. Look at that. I mean, that's a shimmer shade over here. Let me do this one here for you. And these are not, I think this was 15. It comes with a mirror. I mean, this is a nice little travel palette, but the pigment in these is unreal. Love it. Let's see. Let me do one of these mattes. I'm kind of curious about this one here. Is like these feel pretty neutral to me. Let's see, not quite as pigmented as the shimmers, but still beautiful. So I really am excited to give this one a try. Really, really love their formula of eyeshadow. I got a palette last year, one of their destination palettes, and I actually saw that in store today. So multiple shades of this. I think I might have seen a green one and just, you know, a couple of others, but really, really pretty. I'm excited to give this one a try. Okay. Actually, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to save this one for last. One other thing that I got at Ulta, this is actually a repurchase. This is probably, I've been through multiple tubes of this. This is the Milani highly rated anti-gravity mascara. I love this. Absolutely love this. I really wanted to try the was it the Tower 28 mascara? They didn't have any in stock, but I did pick this up when I was at Ulta, so I will probably just use this today. But love, love, love this mascara. I'm gonna do a video of some of my most repurchased makeup soon, and this is definitely one of them. It is a, you know, a pretty thick volumizing brush. It's lengthening, it's volumizing, it doesn't smudge, doesn't flake. Highly recommend this mascara. Really, really nice. Okay, so now we're gonna jump into the one thing that I went into this weekend knowing I wanted to find. This is, I've talked about how much I love these. I actually have a couple of other ones. This is the My Mini Dream palette by Natasha Denona. This is beautiful. It is every bit as beautiful as I was hoping it would be. I've seen people using this, and I know I talked about this. I have a couple other mini palettes, the Mini Nude and the Mini Glam. I love them both. The Mini Glam has been my favorite up to this point. I think I might have a new favorite. This one is absolutely stunning. It is, I think, I'm trying to remember, I think they had the full size palette there. Just too many shades in there that I wouldn't use. I hate that. I don't like having a full eyeshadow palette and knowing I'm not going to use half of the shades in there. So that's why I like these minis, and I love her formula. So it's another 5-pan palette. This is, if I recall, the shade Nurture. The shade Nurture is the one that she, Natasha Denona, really wanted to kind of highlight, and it's got variations of it in this palette. So I'm going to go ahead and swatch some of these for you. Let me do that on my other hand so you can see. Okay, well, let me do this one on the end here. This is one of the shimmers. And actually they're pigmented, but they're still kind of subtle. I can't decide if they're cool, neutral. I think they lean more toward neutral, most of these. I'm gonna go ahead and do Nurture, which is right here. The one I just swatched for you is called Devotion. Let's see, this is a matte brown, and it's so pretty. Gosh, I love it. I love it. Let's see. This is the one in the middle. This is Passionate. Can't see. This is shimmery. Oh, look at that. They almost, I'm surprised that I liked this as much as I did. Once I got it on, I thought, well, these are going to look kind of pink, and I normally don't like the rosy pink shades. These are stunning on the eye. So I am going to go ahead and put these on so you can see. Okay, so I just put a little bit of the ColourPop Party Proof eyeshadow primer on, a little bit of powder, and a little bit of the e.l.f. Wow Brow on my brows. Nothing new there. Okay, so we're gonna go into this beautiful palette. I'm going to start on my crease with this shade right here. This is Balance. And these are just like you would expect from Natasha Denona. You dip in once, and that's really all you need. It's the pigment, even in this one, this looks like it's going to be very, very light in the pan. So I'll show you again that, but there is quite a bit of pigment in this one as well. And I'm going in really, really light here. Almost like it almost ends up looking kind of peachy on the lid. Just kind of creating a crease here. Okay, and then I'm going to go just under that with Nurture. Just this matte shade right here on the end. It looks pretty brown in the pan. I swear these kind of look, I don't know, plummy once you get them on. Maybe it's just my skin tone, but they're neutral enough that they're very, very pretty. Oh my goodness, I love it, love it. I'm so happy I loved these as much as I was hoping, because I was going to be really disappointed if I didn't. I've never purchased a Natasha Denona product that I did not like. She also has a blush palette out that's got 3 different shades kind of side by side that you can mix together. They were out of stock of that because I was going to get that as well. She has a lipstick in this line. I just wasn't sure that I was gonna like it because I almost picked that up, a gloss, a lip liner. There's a whole line of this color story, different products. And you know, if you're interested, there is a full-size palette, but like I said, I just didn't know if I would use all of them. I was pretty certain with this one in particular I wouldn't. Now, the full-size Glam palette, I'm still, I don't know. I think I would use quite a few in that palette. See how it's brown, but it almost looks like it's got a plummy sort of an undertone to it, but not so much that I don't like the way it looks on me. Like I said, I don't love rosy plum shades on me. Let's go back over that first shade. I didn't add any more product to the brush, but okay. Then I'm gonna go in with, I'm gonna use all of these so you can see how they look together. I'm going with this one right here. This is Devotion. I think that's the first one that I swatched. Yeah. I'm gonna go in on my lid with that. Maybe the outer half, because this is a really soft color on the lid. When I swatched it on the back of my hand, it was a lot more intense than it is on the lid. It's kind of a gold, it's like a soft gold shade. Not too much shimmer. It's subtle. It's very subtle. Okay. Now let's go in with this one in the middle. That is Passionate. I'm going to use my finger on that as well. And even this one, I was surprised it looks a little bit more subtle than that's the center shade here in the Mini Nude. That one's a little bit more intense, I think, than this one. Now this shade here does have a slight pinky shift to it, just slight. Again, not enough that it bothers me because I look tired when I put pink on, but these are so pretty, so pretty. And I'm not great at doing eyeshadow. I mean, I'm not a makeup artist. So, you know, these are easy to use. This is just, you know, me doing what I like. One last shade, I'm gonna go in with that the darkest shade in the palette, also a matte. I'm going to take the smallest amount of this. This has some pigment to it. On the outer corner of my lid. I'm not going to take it upward because that would be too dark for me. If you wanted to make it smokier, you could certainly do that, just to give a little definition to the outer corner of my lid. I have a hard time with dark browns, but Natasha Denona knows how to do deep shades. These are, oh, they're just, so beautiful. There's no, I was not at all disappointed with this. Love it. I love it. I absolutely love it. No disappointment here at all. I would highly recommend this if you like neutral browns, some pink shifts. Really easy to use. There's a lot of pigment in some of these. That's the only thing I will say. You just have to go in with a light hand, but it is Natasha Denona, so you know that's what we expect from her palettes, but just worth every penny. I love, love, love her eyeshadow formula. So highly recommend this one. I am definitely going to be keeping this one and using it some more. I will do another video using the Sephora palette that I picked up because I am very curious about this one as well. Maybe I will do that tomorrow, do a work look. I'm going to go ahead and just do just a slight amount of eyeliner. This is just my Wet n Wild Simma Brown Now shade. Oh, you could even use that darker shade in here as an eyeliner if you wanted to. All right, I'm gonna go in and use my Milani, it's upside down, highly rated anti-gravity mascara. Did not get a new mascara. I really wanted to try that Tower 28. I will find that. Like I said, they were out of stock. This one is never, never, never disappointing. So we're gonna go in with this today. Again, another one that just, this opens up. Some mascaras I need to dry out just a little bit. I have to use them for a little while before they are where I want them to be. The Maybelline Sky High is one of them. This one, you open it up and it is perfection. This is absolutely beautiful. Or lash approved. It doesn't go anywhere. Usually like to use the Maybelline under my eyes. It's pretty much the only one I trust under there. This one does okay. Okay, so that is it for the products that I purchased on my birthday weekend haul. However, I am not going to leave without mentioning these again. These are the e.l.f. Hydrating Core Lip Shines. I'm not sure if they're considered a lipstick, a balm, a gloss. They are amazing. So originally I did a short when I first used the shade Happy. Love it. And then I had to pick up another shade. This is the shade Delightful, and this is more of a kind of like a mauve-y, almost like a purpley tone to it. They are so good, so hydrating. This one's a little bit more subtle. They feel like a combination of a balm and a gloss, really, with the color of a lipstick. And honestly, they claim to be sheer color. That it's more than sheer. You're getting pretty much full color from these. Beautiful, absolutely love, love, love these. So I highly recommend these as well. Like I said, I got these before this weekend, but wanted to mention because I was very impressed with them. Okay, so that is everything. I hope you enjoyed this. I will have a video hopefully coming soon, maybe a short, I'm not sure, just of some clips of the birthday weekend and where we went shopping and all of that. So I hope that you enjoyed this video, and I hope to see you again next time. I hope that you'll consider subscribing and make it a great day. Bye.